everyone. Happy Thursday. So I know I started a live the other day and I didn't finish it because I had people come into the club. But actually, it's probably a good thing I didn't finish it because I want to share with you guys something that my husband, I don't know if you guys know Sergio very well, but he's a very quiet man. He doesn't say much, but when he does, when he gets all like into his philosophy, I stay quiet and I listen because I learn a lot from him. So yesterday we had this ridiculous conversation that had me thinking a lot. And I'm not going to go into the premises of it, but here's one of the things that he said. And because I was sharing with him how there are certain people, so like I have a business, right? And one of my main parts of the business is to teach people how to get results. Teach them how to get results with the products, teach them how to get results with the business. And there are some people that, like in everything, okay, in every career, every school, every relationship, every family, there are those people that just make things happen. And then there are those that say a lot of excuses, right? And as we were talking about, okay, I'm going to put her on blast here, okay, which is a good thing. We were talking about people and we brought somebody like Julie or Christabel as an example on my team. So if you guys are watching, you guys, this is like big kudos to you too, okay? And there's more, okay? Those people that popped up in my head, and that is that I was telling him, I'm like, I don't really like have to argue with them, especially with Julie, because I've known her for longer. I'm like, I've never really like argued with her. I've never really had to been like, come on, Julie, or I've never had to insist really on anything with her. So I want you to think about this, okay? Think about people in your life. Think about the people that are in your life and think how you are with them, okay? And I'm just going to say it like that. Assuming you are a go-getter, okay? Think about how you are with them. And I was telling him, I'm like, because he said something and I go, I think you're right, because with Julie, I've never really had to say much. I've never had to been like, Julie, did you get your ticket to the training? Julie, da-da-da-da, Julie, da-da-da-da. Never. Like, I've never really had to do that. And then this is what he said. He said, yes, you know why you've never had to do that with her? Because she's aligned with your values. And I was like, wait, what? What do you mean? And she's like, yes, the things that who you are, like who I am as a person, as a businesswoman especially, she's in alignment with who you are. So your values and her values completely align up. So therefore, you don't really have to insist on her to do anything. You don't have to like be on top of her. And to take it even further, I don't think I've ever gotten irritated with her, but maybe, I don't know, but I doubt it. So like, I was like, yeah, you're right. I've never had to been like, I've never really been frustrated with her. I've never been like, esta mujer, right? Why? Because she's in complete alignment. Like, I know that if I ask her, hey, can you do this? And she says yes, I don't have to worry about it getting done. I completely trust her. And if she cannot do it, I know that I have the certainty that she's going to come to me and say, hey, I cannot do it. So I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I hope she does it. Oh my God, I hope she does it. Like that with her, that doesn't cross my mind. And other things, right? So I am bringing this to your guys' attention because especially as we're coming into the new year now, right? We're on day 13 of January. I ask you, right? Like, how are your goals going? And first of all, did you ever write them down? Did you ever give it some thought? Did you ever take some time to think about how you want your 2022 to go? And if you haven't, it's not too late, okay? Like, get that done because it's going to make a big difference, number one. And then number two, I asked you guys a couple videos before, like, who are you surrounding yourself with, right? Who do you have around you? Who do you have, like, as your environment? Because it makes a difference. And when you look at that, I'm going to encourage you to find people that are in alignment with your values, that want what you want, that value what you value, okay? So, I'm just giving you guys an example as Julie because I've worked with her for a long time, but my husband was like, see, you need to find, Karla, you need to find people, you need to find women and men that are in alignment with those values, okay? So like, do you even know what your values are? I'm asking you, right? For me, for example, I value integrity, loyalty, hard work, responsibility. Like, I really value people that honor their word. Now, of course, those things are not always 100% on for me, right? But 98%, 99% of the time they are, okay? And I do my best, right? And like, if I cannot honor my word, I immediately communicate that I cannot honor my word, okay? So, and I was telling him, he's like, you need to find people that are like that, because, here's what he said, okay? He said, because when you're working for me, okay, so if you're in Herbalife or if you have a business and you have employees, or if you have a team, in our case, okay, think about this. Imagine, okay, he said there's two types of people that are those that are not in alignment with your values. And what are those, Karla? And I was like, people that give me excuses, that's basically my biggest one. Like, I'm like, okay, just tell me, like, I can't make it, I don't want to make it. Because when you really want something, you'll figure it out. So if you don't really want it, just be like, you know what, it's just not for me right now, I'm not ready for it, whatever, right? But I understand a lot of people have a hard time with speaking the truth. I get it, okay? I get it, but still, okay? So, like, people that are, like, lazy, people that have excuses, or, people that have, like, that don't want to have direction, or that, like, say that they want something, but they're not really willing to work for it. Like, those are not in alignment with me. And then he said, okay, so imagine working with people like that. And I was like, no, that's exhausting. He's like, yes. And how fast are you going to grow? I'm like, not very fast. He goes, now think about what if you work with people that are in complete alignment with your values. Okay? It's people like, for example, like Julie or Christabel, right? And I was like, I would go so fast. We would grow so fast, right? And there's other people on the team. I just don't want to mention all these names, because if I forget one, it's going to have everybody's feelings hurt, okay? But yeah, like my team, I have to say, like, there's a lot of people like that don't have to, like Naida, Yami, that Noreen, Tova, people that they're independent, that they make things happen on their own, right? That they get their ticket to the event without us having to haunt them. Did you get your ticket? Did you get your ticket? Did you get your ticket? Just examples like that, right? And he's like, now imagine if you were to have like people that are in alignment, how fast would you grow? And I'm like, and how effortless would we grow? And like, I'm like breathing hard, because I'm like, that would be like a dream, right? And for those of you guys who are in this business, you're probably thinking like, okay, but that's the challenge, is to find people that want it and are willing to work for what they want. Not everybody, you guys. Not everybody is willing to do what needs to be done to have what they want to have. And that's the challenge in everything, right? Like, for example, in your body, right? How many of us, and I've been there, right? I've been there, like, where you're like, okay, I want this, but are you willing? I remember when I signed up for the bikini competition, right? And here's the thing for those of you guys who are really wanting to get results. Hi, Eva. Hi, Evelyn. Who really want to get results. Tell Julie that I'm like putting her on blast on this live. But so, when I signed up for my bikini competition, there was a date, right? There was a date. I signed up, I paid. Now it became what? Real. Then what did I do? I got a coach, okay? I got a coach, and I'm having an aha moment right now. I got a coach, and the coach gave me what? A plan, okay? And then I took action. Every single day I was in the gym working out. Every single day I was eating my meals every 3 hours, right? And then what did my coach do? He held me accountable. So I had like a specific goal with a date, and I put my money on it, okay? I seeked out support and help. I had a coach, and then I took action. And guess what happened, okay? And I'm just gonna, as I'm almost getting to the club here, I'm gonna tell you guys something, and that's another thing that Julie is, right? She's very teachable. She's very coachable. And again, like I said, a lot of people on my team are. Otherwise, I wouldn't be where I am today if it was, not the case. But what happened was with my coach, he gave me a plan, and then he held me accountable. But here's the thing that happened, okay? I ended up firing him 2 weeks before my competition. Okay, it's like who fires their personal trainer 2 weeks, the most important weeks of competition when you're gonna lean out like a mother. I ended up firing him. And when I fired him, what ended up happening was I found somebody else. But the reason I fired him was because he then told me, you're not ready. Like, you should not get on stage. You're not ready. And I was like, wait, what do you mean? He's like, no, you're not ready. You need another 3 months. But it wasn't what he said. It was how he said it. Had he been like, you know what, Karla, let's use this. I don't feel that you're exactly where you should be or would want to be. So let's use this one. Let's get you on stage. Let's use this particular competition as practice, to how to walk, how to do this, how to do that, how you get judged. And then let's set up another one where we continue your goal, and let's do another one in 90 days. But he didn't. He literally was like, you're not ready. You're not ready. You're not ready. So I ended up firing him. I was like, as soon as the training sessions ended, I'm like, this will be our last session. He's like, wait, what? I'm like, yes, this will be our last session. That and a couple of other things. I want you guys to think about those things, right? Like, what are your values? Who is around you, and are they in alignment with those values? Because if they're not, most likely your life is going to be with a lot of effort. And if they are in alignment with your values, you're going to find that your life is going to be, I don't want to say effortless, but it's going to have less resistance, right? Because if you have people around you that are in alignment with who you are and what you want and what you're committed to, you guys are going to fly through everything. So as I get into the club here, I just want to encourage every single one of us. Take some time, you guys. Take some time this year to have it be different. Don't let it be the same as last year, right? Don't let it be the same. Think about the things that you want. Think about what you have to do to get them. And more than anything, who do you need to surround yourself to support you? Okay, look at this, you guys. We had a team beauty last night. It is a hot mess in here. Okay, but it was a beautiful night. It's a program where we encourage women and support them and empower them to bring out the best version of themselves. And now it's our club is a hot mess in here. But anyway, so in conclusion, you guys, make sure. Hi, Emma. That's another very willing student right there, Emma. And whatever you tell Emma to do. Well, maybe not in relations to her products and her results, she does, right? So anyway, you guys, so here's the deal, right? As we come into the new year, I want to ask you one more time. Have you taken time to do your goals? Have you taken time to figure out what you want? Have you taken the time to make a plan, right? And are you having someone hold you accountable? Okay. The other day on Monday, I weighed one of my clients in who I've known for years. And I said, okay, Rosa, I'm going to get on the scale too. And every time I ask you to get on the scale, I'm going to get on the scale. So hold me accountable, right? And, that's what it takes, you guys. You've got to do those things that are willing to make you feel uncomfortable. And you've got to be willing to do the things that need to get done in order to have what you want, okay? Nothing can change until you change. Okay, so anyhow, look at this mess, you guys. Check this out. Look, hold on. How do I flip the camera? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. Confetti everywhere. Look at those beautiful balloons, though, huh? It's a beautiful balloons. So that was last night. We have a... how do I flip it over? We have a team beauty event every Wednesday. It's not going to be this messy every Wednesday, I hope. But every Wednesday we get together and then we do an empowerment piece, a workout piece, and then once a week they're going to have a nutritional class to help them get results, right? So there they are. They have a goal, 6 weeks. They have a coach and a plan, okay? And we're holding them accountable every single week by weighing them in and making sure that they're on track, okay? Thank you, Emma. It is beautiful in here, huh? All right, guys. So with that said, have a blessed Thursday. Give it some thought, okay? Give it some thought. Give it some thought. Give it some thought. Who do you have around you, okay? Are they in alignment with your values? And if they're not, who can you reach out to? Who can you, and if, you know what, and maybe you're like, I don't have people around me that have the same values. Start to think about where can you find those people, right? And for example, for me, I want people that want to live a healthy, active lifestyle. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to start reaching out to people that want to have, that are already in alignment with that, I'm not going to be looking for people at the bar, right? Getting drunk, right? That's not in alignment with what I'm trying to how I'm trying to live my life. So, start thinking about that. But if you don't even know what your values are, start there, right? What do you value? Who are you? What do you want? What is your life all about? And if you need help with that, let me know. There's a lot of books that can help to guide you. A lot of books that can ask you some questions to help you discover what your values are. All right, guys, have a blessed Thursday and talk to you soon.